From the moment the sun rises over the Atlantic and paints the skyline of New York City in shades of gold, to the instant it dips beneath the Pacific, casting California's coast in fiery orange, America tells a story unlike any other. It is the story of a nation built not on uniformity, but on diversity. It is the story of a people who dared to imagine something different, a society rooted in freedom, opportunity, and the pursuit of dreams. Today, we are going to take a journey through 10 of the most defining qualities that make America truly unique. Qualities that have not only shaped the country itself, but have inspired the rest of the world. What is it about the United States that captures attention, sparks debate, and stirs both pride and passion? The answer isn't found in one single tradition, invention, or belief. It's found in a mosaic of values, landscapes, and achievements that come together to form something far greater than the sum of its parts. America is not perfect, but it is endlessly fascinating. A place of contradictions and progress, of challenges and triumphs, of history that continues to shape its present. When people think of America, one word often rises above the rest: freedom. The idea that individuals have the right to speak their minds, to practice their faith, to pursue their happiness, is deeply ingrained in the DNA of this nation. The founders may have written those words on parchment more than 2 centuries ago, but they still echo today, carried in every protest, every vote, every personal story of someone who came here with nothing but hope and built a future. Freedom is not just a law or a political slogan. It is a living principle. It is the belief that no matter who you are, your voice matters. And while freedom is sometimes messy, while it sometimes sparks conflict, it is also the very thing that keeps America dynamic and alive. Yet, America's uniqueness doesn't stop with ideals. Look at the land itself. From the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies to the endless fields of the Midwest, from the rugged coast of Maine to the sunlit deserts of Arizona, America is blessed with landscapes that feel like entire worlds unto themselves. It is one of the few countries where you can stand at the edge of a canyon carved by millions of years of history, hike through ancient forests that stretch toward the sky, and then in the same journey walk the crowded streets of cities that never sleep. The national parks are often called America's best idea, and for good reason. They are not only a gift to its citizens, but to the world, preserved for generations to experience awe and wonder. But if the land provides the stage, it is the people who write the script. America is a nation of immigrants, and that fact alone sets it apart. Millions of stories have crossed oceans and borders to arrive here, each carrying traditions, recipes, music, languages, and dreams. Together, they've created a culture that is not defined by one heritage, but by many. Walk through a city like Los Angeles, Chicago, or New York, and in just a few blocks you can taste the foods of 10 countries, hear 5 languages, and see traditions that stretch back centuries, all coexisting in one place. This constant blending and reshaping has made American culture a living experiment in diversity. And out of that diversity has come innovation. Americans have long believed in the power of new ideas. From the Wright brothers' first flight to Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon, from Silicon Valley startups that began in garages to breakthroughs in medicine that saved millions of lives, the American spirit of invention has touched every corner of the globe. This innovation is not accidental. It comes from a system that, at its best, rewards risk-taking and encourages questioning the status quo. It comes from the belief that tomorrow can always be better than today, and that the impossible is simply a challenge waiting to be solved. If there is one cultural force that has carried America's voice to the farthest reaches of the globe, it is entertainment. Hollywood is not just a place. They are the birthplace of stories that captivate billions of people. From timeless classics that defined entire eras to modern blockbusters that fill theaters around the world. The American film industry has shaped the way we see heroes, villains, love, struggle, and triumph. And it doesn't stop at movies. American music has left an even deeper imprint. Jazz, born in the heart of New Orleans, became the sound of freedom and improvisation. Rock and roll shook the foundations of global youth culture. Hip-hop gave voice to the streets and grew into a worldwide movement. Country music, pop, R&B, each carries its own story, yet all share a common origin in the United States. Together, they make up a soundtrack that has defined generations, not just in America, but across the entire world. Entertainment is not only about art, it is also about shared experience. Nowhere is that more obvious than in sports. On Sunday afternoons, millions gather around televisions or pack stadiums to watch football. The roar of a crowd at a baseball game, the squeak of sneakers on a basketball court, the chill of an ice rink during a hockey match. Sports are woven into the American way of life. They are not simply games, they are traditions. The World Series, March Madness, the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup, and of course, the Super Bowl. These events unite communities, spark rivalries, and provide moments that live forever in memory. Sports teach lessons of teamwork, perseverance, and resilience, values that mirror the larger American spirit. And beyond the professional leagues, sports are a local experience too. High school football under the Friday night lights, Little League baseball, community basketball tournaments. These moments are as American as fireworks on the 4th of July. But America's uniqueness extends far beyond stadiums and silver screens. Education is another hallmark. American universities are magnets for talent from every part of the world. Institutions like Harvard, MIT, Princeton, Stanford, and countless others have built reputations not only for academic excellence, but for fostering innovation and discovery. Students come to study law, medicine, engineering, business, and the arts, and they often leave with knowledge and connections that change their lives. It is no accident that some of the world's greatest minds have passed through American classrooms, and that so many groundbreaking discoveries, from advances in medicine to breakthroughs in technology, have originated within U.S. research labs. The commitment to higher education and research has not only pushed America forward, but has contributed to progress that benefits all of humanity. And then there is the food. American cuisine is as varied as the people who live here. It tells the story of immigration, creativity, and regional identity. In the South, slow-cooked barbecue fills the air with rich, smoky aromas, while in New England, bowls of clam chowder carry with them a taste of the sea. The Midwest is famous for hearty meals, like casseroles and deep dish pizza, while the West Coast is home to a vibrant food scene that blends cultures and emphasizes fresh, local ingredients. And then there's Tex-Mex, soul food, Cajun cooking, and countless other regional specialties that make dining in America a constant adventure. Beyond regional traditions, America also gave the world fast food, a phenomenon that changed not only how people eat, but also how businesses operate globally. McDonald's, Golden Arches, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Starbucks are recognized in almost every country, making American food culture one of the most influential exports in history. Yet beyond the global brands, what truly makes American food special is its ability to adapt and reinvent itself. It borrows flavors from around the world, mixes them, and creates something entirely new. That is the American way. Innovation, diversity, and a little bit of boldness on every plate. These aspects of American life, entertainment, sports, education, and food, are not just pastimes or institutions. They are reflections of deeper values: creativity, community, knowledge, and the joy of sharing experiences. They show us that what makes America unique is not one single achievement, but a culture of constant expression and reinvention. Beyond the food, the sports, and the entertainment, There is a deeper thread that runs through the American story, and that is the belief in possibility. For generations, the phrase "the American dream" has captured the imagination of people both inside and outside the United States. It is not an official policy or a promise written in law, but rather a shared hope. The idea that through hard work, determination, and resilience, anyone can build a better life. Immigrants arriving at Ellis Island in the early 20th century carried this dream in their hearts as they stepped onto new shores. Families moving west in covered wagons carried it with them as they sought new opportunities. Entrepreneurs launching businesses from their garages. Artists chasing careers in big cities. Students studying late into the night. They all chase the American dream in their own way. And while the dream can look different for each person, its essence is the same. The freedom to create your own path. This idea has been challenged at times. Not everyone has had equal access to opportunity, and America has had to wrestle with inequality, discrimination, and setbacks. Yet what makes the American dream so powerful is not that it has always been perfectly fulfilled, but that it continues to inspire progress. Each generation pushes a little further, opening doors for the next. The belief in upward mobility and starting small and building something great is part of what has driven so much innovation, creativity, and resilience throughout American history. It is a dream that resonates not only with Americans, but with millions around the world who see the US as a place where possibility is endless. And then, at the core of everything, there is patriotism. Americans, regardless of political or cultural differences, share a deep love of their country. This love is expressed in countless ways. Through the waving of the flag on Independence Day, through parades that honor veterans, through standing together in times of crisis, and through simple acts of community pride. Patriotism in America is not only about honoring history, it is also about believing in the future. It is about acknowledging the struggles and sacrifices that built the nation while committing to carry its ideals forward. This pride is visible in classrooms where students recite the Pledge of Allegiance, in stadiums where the national anthem brings thousands of voices together, and in small towns where community events celebrate local traditions. It is the thread that connects generations, reminding Americans that they are part of something larger than themselves. America's uniqueness lies in this blend of ideals and realities. It is a country that is always evolving, always questioning, always striving to live up to its highest principles. Its story is not one of perfection but of perseverance. It is a story of people from different backgrounds, with different beliefs, coming together to build something bigger than themselves. And while disagreements and challenges are part of the journey, so too is the unshakable belief that progress is possible. Now, as we look at the many things that set America apart, its freedoms, its landscapes, its diversity, its creativity, its innovation, its culture, its food, its dreams, and its patriotism, the question remains: what do you believe makes America truly unique? Is it the boldness of its ideas, the richness of its traditions, the resilience of its people, or perhaps something more personal? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments. After all, the story of America is not written by one person, but by all of us, together. And so, as we close this journey, we are reminded of something important. America's uniqueness is not found only in its achievements or its landscapes, but in the spirit of its people. From the farmer tending fields in the heartland to the engineer designing spacecraft that will one day touch new worlds. From the musician writing songs that inspire millions to the teacher guiding the next generation. Every individual contributes to the story of America. It is a story still being written, still unfolding, still full of possibility. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of what makes America unique. We hope it has inspired you to reflect not only on the qualities of this nation, but also on the values and dreams that unite us all. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, so you can join us for more stories that celebrate the best of America. Until next time, remember the greatness of a country is measured not just in its power, but in the spirit of its people. And in that spirit, America will always be something truly remarkable.